Hey everyone! Welcome to Everyday English with Johnny. I'm Johnny, your host, and I'm super excited to dive into something that'll make your English feel alive. If you know lots of words but can't use them when you talk, this episode is your key to unlocking them.
Hi, I'm Rose, your co-host. Johnny, I get so annoyed when I know a word like awesome or difficult, but when I try to speak, it's gone. It's like my brain hides it. How can we make those words come out easily?
I know that feeling, Rose. It's like the words are sleeping in your head. Today we're sharing From Passive to Active, the Vocabulary Activation Blueprint. We'll talk about why words stay hidden, what stops them from coming out, and 3 big steps to make them ready for any conversation. Plus, we'll share our own stories and easy phrases to practice.
I'm ready. We'll use simple words, make it fun, and give tips you can try today. Let's help our listeners talk with confidence, Johnny.
Let's do it! Picture yourself chatting with friends or at work with words flowing like water. Grab a pen, your phone, or just listen, and let's wake up your English words.
Okay, Johnny, why do we know so many words but can't use them when we talk? It's so frustrating.
It's super common, Rose. You have a big box of words in your brain called passive vocabulary. These are words you understand when you read them or hear them, like happy or problem. But when you want to say them, they hide. That's because you haven't practiced using them out loud. It's not a problem. It's a chance to make those words work for you.
Oh, I get it. I read beautiful in a book and knew it, but when I saw sunset, I couldn't say it. I just said nice instead. Have you ever lost a word like that, Johnny?
Oh yeah, I knew the word excited, but at a party, I wanted to say, I'm so excited, and my brain went blank. I said, I'm happy, but it wasn't the same. Those sleeping words need a wake-up call. Let's try a phrase to feel ready. Say with me, my words are ready.
My words are ready. That feels strong.
Awesome. Listeners, pause now and say, my words are ready 3 times out loud. Say it like you're waking up your vocabulary. Share in the comments if you tried it. Okay, Rose, what stops our words from coming out? Why do they stay stuck?
I want to know what's keeping my words locked away.
It's not about learning new words, it's about using the ones you know. When you only read or hear words, they stay passive, like a book on a shelf. Your brain needs practice to pull them out fast. Sometimes you're scared of saying the wrong thing, or you try to translate from your language and that slows you down. The trick is to make those words active by saying them in real moments.
That makes sense. I tried to say delicious about food, but I was nervous and translated it in my head first. It took too long and I said good instead. What's a time you got stuck, Johnny?
Oh yeah, I wanted to say nervous in a meeting, but I thought too much and said scared. It wasn't right. I realized I needed to practice saying words out loud, not just reading them. Let's try a phrase to push past the block. Say with me, I can say my words.
I can say my words. That feels so freeing.
Great! Listeners, pause and say, I can say my words 3 times out loud. Say it like you're breaking free. Share in the comments how it felt. Okay, Rose, let's talk about the first step of the blueprint, targeted retrieval practice. What's that?
Yeah, how do we start waking up our words?
Step 1 is about pulling words out of your brain on purpose. Instead of just reading a word like fantastic and its meaning, try to say it in a sentence, like this day is fantastic. Use a notebook or app to write 5 words you know but don't use, like wonderful or tired. Then make sentences with them every day. You can also use apps that remind you to practice words but say them out loud. Don't just read them.
That's so smart. I wrote down amazing and said, this book is amazing every day for a week. Now I use it all the time. I also tried an app that asked me to say difficult in a sentence, like, this game is difficult. It worked. What's your story, Johnny?
I picked interesting and practiced this movie is interesting while watching TV. After a few days, it came out naturally in a chat. I also used a flashcard app saying words out loud instead of just looking. It's like exercising your brain. Let's try a practice phrase. Say with me, I use my words.
I use my words. That feels like power.
Nice! Listeners, pause and say, I use my words 3 times out loud. Pick one word you know and say it in a sentence today, then share in the comments. Okay, Rose, what's the second step of the blueprint?
I'm ready. How do we keep building on that?
Step 2 is contextual immersion and application. That means putting your words into real-life moments. Listen to podcasts, watch simple shows, or read news with words you want to use, like happy or problem. Then try them in safe places, like talking to yourself, or writing a short diary saying, today was happy, or I solved a problem. Also, learn words that go together like make a plan instead of just plan. It makes your English sound natural.
I love that. I watched a cooking show and heard delicious. I said to myself, this food looks delicious while cooking. It felt so real. I also learned have fun and used it in a chat, like, let's have fun. What do you do, Johnny?
I listened to a travel podcast and heard adventure. I practiced this trip is an adventure in my journal. I also learned take a break and said it at work. Let's take a break. It sounded so smooth. Let's try a context phrase. Say with me, I speak in real life.
I speak in real life. That's so cool.
Perfect. Listeners, pause and say, I speak in real life 3 times out loud. Watch a show, pick a word, and use it in a sentence. Then share in the comments. Okay, Rose, what's the third step to make our words active?
Tell me, how do we make sure our words stay ready to use?
Step 3 is strategic output and feedback loops. That means finding chances to use your words, like in talks or writing. Chat with a friend and try new words, like, this is exciting. Record yourself talking for 1 minute about your day, then listen to check if you used your words right. Ask a friend or teacher, did I sound clear? They'll tell you how to sound more natural.
That's awesome. I recorded myself saying, this project is interesting, and heard I said it too fast. I slowed down and it sounded better. I also asked my friend, is my English okay? And she said I sounded great. What's your feedback story, Johnny?
I recorded myself saying, I'm tired today, and noticed I mumbled. I practiced clearer and it worked. I also asked a coworker, did I use plan right? And they helped me say make a plan instead. It's like a team effort. Let's try a feedback phrase. Say with me, I learn from feedback.
I learned from feedback. That feels smart.
Great. Listeners, pause and say, I learn from feedback 3 times out loud. Record yourself using a new word and share your progress in the comments. Okay, Rose, how does this blueprint change our English forever?
Yeah, how does it make us talk better for life?
This blueprint wakes up your sleeping words, Rose. You'll talk without pausing, like a native speaker. It makes you confident in chats, work, or travel because your words are ready. You'll feel free to express yourself, like telling stories or sharing ideas, and people will love listening to you.
That's so exciting. I used wonderful in a chat, saying, this party is wonderful, and everyone smiled. It felt so natural. Now I'm not scared to talk. What's your story, Johnny?
I used amazing in a meeting, saying this idea is amazing, and my boss nodded. It felt like my English was unstoppable. This blueprint opens new doors like better jobs or fun friends. Let's try a final phrase. Say with me, my words are alive.
My words are alive. That's so powerful.
Awesome. Listeners, pause and say, my words are alive 3 times out loud. Use a new word today and share your story in the comments. Wow, Rose, this episode was full of energy.
Totally. I'm ready to wake up my words and talk with confidence.
If you love this, subscribe to Everyday English with Johnny on YouTube. Hit the bell for weekly tips to make your English shine.
Comment below what word will you activate or share a time you used a new word. We'll reply and cheer you on.
Check out our other videos on Everyday English with Johnny for more ways to boost your English.
Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Everyday English with Johnny for daily challenges and a fun community.
Thanks for joining us, everyone. Wake up your words and make your English alive. See you next time.
Bye! Your vocabulary adventure starts now.